feel like it's going to be putting LWX to the test. How safe can he actually play?
I feel like that intro there, the car intro, looks a little bit like the TFT allies. You know, when you teleport, I think they did that on purpose, Clement. I think the sponsors did that on purpose. Anyway, ignore me. Let's get into game 2 of Vici and FPX. And an early game that we missed is what happens when you get in late. How the hell are 4 people that low?
So
wait.
FPX are in trouble.
Yeah, they're
in a lot of trouble. They actually went in for this.
Oh my god, there was a double binding. Yeah. Stop chanting, it's over. Like, no, not the game,
got the
but
kill.
honestly, yeah. Oh.
Oh boy.
Shit.
I didn't see the kills go down.
No.
You're excused right there. I saw the double sums on Chris and was like, oh, FPX lost this. I didn't see the 2 kills they had. Well,
that's a Caitlyn with 2 kills.
I
was right to let it out there. That is not good.
Yeah.
So this is part of the quarrel of complaining about getting into Summoner's Rift at a minute in, Clement. We need to talk to someone.
We really don't need to see them walking out of Fountain. We need to see what they do in the level 1. I think that's more
that's why we... Oh, God, Southwing. Oh, double headshot with Trap. And the Tahm Kench is out of here. It's Doinb. Let's ignore all that. All I want to talk about are the 2 kills. It's a phase rush in the mid lane. We'll come back to it eventually, but this is the FPX we know and love, Clement. Ike's wants his own blue buff, and Tian doesn't want to give it to him.
I really wouldn't want to force this. This is pretty dicey. If they get the slow onto Chris, they can chase him down.
Good scout of the week from Jay, Doinb and Tian ready to turn around the engage, but because LWX has that double longsword, he can walk up here. Ike's caught out once again in the brush. They flash on in. Sonic Wave. LWX has 3 kills in 2.5 minutes. This is when you start getting scared.
And this is the new Caitlyn. A lot of times we don't see Caitlyn as just scaling into late game. A lot of times it's all about abusing her extra trap damage. That was a recent buff that gave her 20 extra damage on traps.
Yeah.
And if you have a Lux, it's actually very easy to get that extra damage out. Double headshot into the combination. We have to remind people, Caitlyn plus Lux is being run as a kill lane. It's not a standard chip lane anymore.
Yep. There's just so much shared damage between the two. And I remember that our Luxes were seeing that Ardent Sensor, that Athene's on Holy Grail first, so the Caitlyn doesn't end up dying. Doinb even taking harass in this lane, it doesn't matter anymore because at this point it'll be about stopping that bottom lane, getting that 1.5 gold back that LWX has taken single-handedly, and doing something here. Because Ike's even stealing away the blue buff. That's great, but he needs to get into one of these lanes. He needs to get in there fast and stop that win condition from FPX, that scaling condition from happening at 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, what Vici are looking at is they really need to get a kill onto this bot lane to equalize it, or else LWX is just going to take this tower before Vici really can't do anything on the map, and they're just going to start rotating everywhere. So a lot of pressure onto Ike's to do something early. He still has his flash through all of those early skirmishes.
Yep.
So he should be looking towards this side, and he does have priority mid lane as well. So there are good tools that Vici can play with. However, it really does have to come down to execution, and he really shouldn't be thinking about spending too much time on the top side.
He's forced into vertical jungling as well. God, I thought it was going to get worse for Puff there. As he goes back to his own jungle, the wrong side of the map. That's right, Clement. He's stuck on the vertical side that he doesn't want to be, while Tian controls all, heads back towards his own wolves, and Tian with a level advantage, a camp advantage. Doinb just walks past the jungler and has not been spotted.
Oh, this is so bad for Chelizi. How is Doinb able to do this? Moving past all the wards. Hello, Chelizi.
There we go. All right, he just walks away. Doinb not going to get the optimum, but he can walk back down now, head back to his wave, which has been shoved in. Still fine for Chelizi.
That was a really funny ping from the top side. You can see GimGoon actually pinging Doinb away.
He's like, no, it's fine, it's over, it's all right.
Doinb's like, Roam brother? Roam brother? It's like ungrateful top laners.
You know what it is as well? It's speaking from experience. Right?
That was a big minion wave, I understand.
Yeah, but speaking from experience, when you're halfway there, you got to keep going. You're like, let's just keep on going. It doesn't matter. That is a risky teleport from Puff.
It definitely was.
He almost died. One binding would have done it, but of course you got the Devour there from the Tahm Kench, so feels safe by his support. Waiting for LWX to finish off this first item, and we've got a BF sword already, so that'll get it close. Are we going Infinity Edge, right? I'd assume the same.
Yep, just stacking some extra damage. You can still build that into the Last Whisper later on, so it's in no rush, really.
In no rush, well, it's doesn't have to be in a rush.
Yeah, he doesn't like. He doesn't.
He
need,
got
can
the
sit on
early
those
train,
items.
you know. Tian can just keep moving towards this bottom side. Doinb trying to make the same roam. Ike's hasn't been spotted out, but Tian has. Coming in over the side, Jay gonna get popped out a little bit. Ike's now. There's the Sonic Wave, there's a resonating strike. He doesn't have ulti just yet, and Tian gets some burst damage down, which means Doinb can do that. Wow, yeah. Of course, Raya still has that big damage, and if you land everything, that's what happens.
That was just a pure 2v2 outplay. We were talking about how Vici actually had the lead right here, but after that trade, no HP bar to contest anymore.
Yep. And that good ward there that spots him out is even playing in the top side. GimGoon still wants to take it, but the damage has been done. The gangplank burnt out a little bit here. Chelizi winning out the lane, so good news here. As Tian might be called out by Southwing. There's the first tongue, the second a lash. Gets locked down onto Doinb. He's going to get Unleashed Power. He turns, looking for Ike's, and Jay almost gets burnt down himself, but Southwing takes it into his own hands with Sonic Wave. Connects blindly over the wall. Gets the smite, gets the heal. A double kill for the Lee Sin, and Puff has to flash away. Vici are getting dismantled in their own jungle.
This is insane from Tian 2 games in. He's just outplaying everyone mechanically throughout the board, and I'm pretty sure Vici forgot about the existence of game playing trying to contest that. That was just a very, very straightforward move from FPX where they had Chris roaming before anyone else on the enemy team. They had full vision of it.
Wow. That's what a BF double longsword can do.
That's what the longswords are for.
Puff's like, I just needed levels for natural resistance, and LWX hitting level 6 nice and early. Gonna get this bit of turret playing. Puff leaves, sir. Oh, okay, Southwind's here. You might be all right now. Might being the key word. Turret plating gonna go down once again. That is a lot of gold over to the bottom lane. Tian moving in for the gank, and that's the binding that connects. Tian just walk in. He just needs to press Q. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, good devour. Safeguards away. Doinb, however, he's here. He has the flash. There we go. 1 kill. Southwind has nowhere to go this time, Kench. Happy New Year, good sir. You're not going to be throwing anything in the air. It's over for you. He flashes away. The good dodge in the end and the binding. Maybe it's not over. This is why you don't always listen to casters, folks. But Southwind walks away with a glimmer of hope. That hope getting dismantled even more so by the bottom lane.
You gotta feel bad for Puff. He stopped 2 of his backs just for 2 different members from FPX to come in and stop him.
Small
Can Jay
wins that
find
count.
something here?
Answer being no.
Yeah, FPX just have too good of a vision control on this bot side of the map. Chris has been doing a great job of keeping this side completely lit up. So once you saw Jay move into River, instantly in vision of the Lone Brush, FPX back out safely. Nothing much that can be done here. And just look at the items here. What is Caitlyn doing?
Caulfield's Warhammer.
Wow.
So, Clement, Essence Reaver first.
Okay, that's an interesting build. We've been seeing mainly just the Infinity Edge rush. Caitlyn, early on, she does lack a lot of AD damage, so you do want the Infinity Edge just for some extra damage, but this one is a interesting build. Still keep herself open for Stormrazor options as well.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't say. I like it. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You know, like a lot of push available in this lane. True. They want to make sure they can move to the top side. They can go for a lane swap. That 10-minute Rift Herald that we commonly see in the LPL. We haven't seen that just yet, but this game is definitely enabled for FPX. As LWX, the wave is pushing in. That's not good for Puff because their vision control down the bottom side is not enough to withstand a gank.
Yep, and it is 9.13, so we'll talk about it after the game.
Yeah, red buff into Dragon's Rage. Crisp is here as well. Ace in the hole onto Ike's. It's blocked away by the ult himself. Tian is waiting to re-engage as he doesn't need to. Ike's didn't get the buff. He didn't get the steal. He walks away after popping an ult himself.
That's a good patience from Tian. If he went in there, Jay would actually just insta-kill him. So sometimes you have to recognize when not to take the Q2. As I was talking about, Essence Reaver does build out of BF Sword on this patch. So it does look like that's what...
Wow, that's a gangplank hold on to Chelizi. Goes into the Sanguine pool. He'll have himself the Hemoplague heal up here, but getting closer and closer. GimGoon with the Sheen able to start pressuring the lane.
Yeah, the power of pirates. Not only are you gaining gold early.
Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, I know you love the game. It's okay. A lot more freedom. There's a big chat. Oh, hang on. I'm going to hold that thought again. It just doesn't stop. Top lane, there's a barrel set up. And GimGoon unable to find anything. It looks like the Observer walks away because this bottom lane turret finally is going to drop. But I say finally, but 10 minutes into the game, good news for LWX. Give him the solo gold as well. Wow. He's already that accelerated. He can just walk forward into a 1v2.
And you have to feel bad for Chelizi. He's been playing this lane well. However, GimGoon has 4 assists under his belt. So
that's true.
That's the reason why this Gangplank suddenly is able to take out the Vladimir. It's not supposed to happen like that.
Doesn't have his Protobell as his first item. Tian now paying a visit to the top side, and that means that GimGoon will be able to catch up in some of this farm, able to push out the wave safely with Tian being spotted nearby. And Rift Herald at 11 minutes. Pings going down for Vici Gaming, looking to contest.
Oh, straight teleport from the Caitlyn as well. They're trying to accelerate the play you were talking about. Very common in the LPL.
With an
Take
Essence
the bot
Reaver,
lane,
by the way.
get the top. Essence Reaver for extra shove, extra mana.
And Chelizi, he wants the shutdown gold. Teleport's coming in. LWX, where's your support? Oh no, here comes the Vladimir. Doesn't have the ult, but has the flash available for follow-up. There's Ace in the hole onto Puff. The arrow does land, and here we go. Essence Reaver for LWX. How much work does it do? He flashes away finally as the rest come in. They heal him up. Now the turnaround. They're like, you know what? You're not dealing with him anymore. The Scatter the Weak dodged away. LWX,
just ult him.
You fancy-footed. Jay's like, nah, man, I won't even get the kill, even though he probably would have.
Why not just ult him? The heal is already expended from Chris. You could try, right? If Sork boots double, yeah, he was in kill range there.
So, you know, there are questions, Clement.
The great adventure of LWX. You know, you CC yourself with the ultimate and then take an arrow to the fate, still get out all fine.
I love how, like, as soon as the ult came through, there wasn't an arrow in response. Like, let's wait till it's done. And then arrow then, that's fine. They tried something on LWX and the rest of the team, the flash is in. Like, Chris was in instantly with his summoners and the shield. He's like, no one touches my bro. And that's just part of the synergy that we've always talked about with FPX. LWX and Chris constantly put in weaker lanes, but when they excel like this, you can see why. You ask, what is the weak side of the map for FPX? And you say, the enemy team. Like, that's it. Now with the Rift Herald and the gold lead, LWX by himself, yeah, give him the gold. 160 each.
Huge poke potential coming in. There's one teleport for Chelizi left, but there's no backline wards. So nothing much that Vici can do here. Also, their ultimates are not up either. This is just pure chip time for FPX.
And LWX has no issue. He just deletes Puff. Yeah, that happened.
Getting caught in the crossfire.
And they're still here. Stop it. Leave, Ikes. You need to go. Southwind even absorbs the damage. The ace in the hole blocked by Southwind. That should hit Southwind, by the way. That's a weird interaction, but it doesn't matter. LWX got what he came for. Another kill, number 4, added to the list.
They need to be so...
Oh
my god,
again.
LWX. He's just toying with his food right now.
Yeah. Southwind uses the heal to get the flash. FPX's bottom lane are finally leaving after fancy footwork for the second time. Look at this. 1 onto J, 2 onto J, onto Southwind. Tian just over the wall. This is the game, Clement.
LWX's motto is, if I can auto someone, I will stay and auto someone.
As he should.
He's always played like this. We call him a shotgun for a reason.
Oh, good hit there from Chris. Sonic Wave, he's waiting. The ult finally comes out. Tian waited long enough, and Ike's has to burn his ult defensively yet again.
Yeah, good idea there from Tian. He still gets knocked back, however, and doesn't really find the kill, so Ikes does very well with his abilities. However, they still can't get the push out of their top side.
Oh, make it stop. Southwind now caught out. Double light binding.
This is so oppressive.
How do you stop this, Clement? Let's help the viewers at home.
So
with 1,400 gold in turret blading, 700 of which went to LWX. How do you stop this?
Vici actually have a lot of tools, but their problem is that they're constantly taking damage and they're not going in as an entire wave. So when something like this is happening, the best way to dislodge the siege is you have to do a full engage. And they have Southwind to do that. They actually have the Frozen Arrow as well. But if you look at these plays, they're just going down one by one. And that was a great 90 caliber net coming in from LWX. Sniping him with the slow, instant EQ combo, very common from Caitlyn's.
BF Sword pickaxe picked up. That is the second item, Infinity Edge, incoming.
I love this Caitlyn build.
I just love the way LWX is styling on this. He hit level 8 so early on. And Christmas sacrificed a lot of levels. Now level 10. He's 2 over Puff right now. 30 CS and It's about to be shown the damage that can be done now. Big from
Early
Southwing.
McHale's.
Yep. Easily done. Chris saves his 80 carry. Jenna Crystallara now on cooldown.
Well done from Chris. I love that item siege as well. Vici just can't get onto LWX at this point, and they're going to bleed out turrets until they can dissuade one of these sieges. It's already 7K up for FPX, and we're seeing no answer whatsoever.
We've got the cheeky 7-1 there on the top as well as the double cloud goes down. And you're right, there has been no answer from Vici Gaming. And further to your point that you're pulling up, Clement, the stopping of FPX's momentum on that full-on engage. Vici right now is scattered to the wind. The Vladimir stuck down bottom lane with teleport available. Seems to be the most fed member right now for Vici, but you're waiting a long time for Chelizi, who is being out-itemed by the Trinity Force gangplank with also the Executioner's calling in hand too.
And you can see the way Vici are engaging. It's just really half-hearted. They send an arrow out when a McHale's already being built, and there's only 3 people mid lane. So there's not enough coordination to really take out that siege anyway.
Yep.
Vici, I just want to see them just throw everything in the kitchen sink at least once and try to see if they can get a kill on LWX. If they don't stop this tempo, they're dead anyway.
17 minutes in, and it feels like as if we get to 25, it's going to be over for Vici. At the moment, feels like that anyway. There's a flash burn simply done. The ace in the hole threatens enough, and LWX sits in the mid lane, has access to the rest of the map. And FPX now even Doinb. There's a Rod of Ages rise with the tier stacking. He's that condition that they probably won't even need this game.
I want to see LWX go crazy. This is your game, LWX. This is your rift.
This is your moment.
Go in 1v3.
Yeah.
Chris will try his best to save you, but
Hell yeah.
it doesn't really matter. I think you can do it.
I believe Clement.
A lot of LWX highlights in the past have been him on Kai'Sa and killer instincting into like 1v4, 1v3 situations.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work, but when it does, it's damn awesome.
And it looks good. I mean, this is the game where the Caitlyn 1v3s at the very least. You know Caitlyn's not going to be that champion that is going to super mechanically outplay. You're going to see a net. And if the net doesn't get her far enough away, she's probably dead anyway. But there's so much support behind her. There's an Infinity Edge now in her build as well. LWX moments away from hitting that level 11. There it is. He's got a bigger ace in the hole. The ace in the hole. So Southwind, you're 3 levels behind. Please leave, because even the Tom Ketch is going to die.
Yeah, and there's no lifesteal yet on that roster, so...
Yep. Because remember,
taking
Puff,
the comment.
Yeah, it's Comet Ashe, the most common Ashe build at the moment. That's a Trinity Force coming second. And there's not going to be lifesteal for a very long time.
This is way too easy to set up. They wait until Southwind is out of the picture. They ult Puff. Puff almost needs to go back home, and they can start chipping towers.
What will you do with your extra 15 minutes, Clement?
You mean of this game?
Of the break that looks like it's going to be coming early.
Oof. Usually I
eat
go
some
to
more
the
food.
toilet.
Rightio,
Cast your
okay.
secrets. Look, I would chug some Red Bull if we had it.
I feel like we shouldn't say the name because
Oh.
nicely done, Clement.
Oh, we don't get the direct sponsor. It's fine.
That's true. Also, that ace in the whole half health Puff, by the way. So that's what we're dealing with here in this game. I'm still looking across the board. I'm keeping my major focus on Chelizi, because I think the Vladimir has the biggest potential for the outplay, the pick potential that we talked about with Vici Gaming's composition. The follow-up team fight is from Chelizi, and he looks like he's heading towards a Spellbinder right now as a second item, but even the damage from Tian, he just walks on him. He's like, yep, that's you.
All right, this is the crazy 2v4 we've been waiting for. LWX going in for the net. That's my boy, LWX.
Yeah.
Always do you. Be the shotgun.
Still just stuck in this mid lane. Too quiet of a game from Vici. So last game, we said to FPX, you need to make this play happen. This game saying the same thing to Vici, but even more so. Make something happen now. They are losing everything.
I don't like how long they're taking to actually find and engage. Here we go.
Get
it on the McHale user.
It's onto Chris, but he just heals back up. The Unleashed Power finally takes down the support. Vici, it took you long enough, but you're going to get a kill at the cost of this turret.
Yep. It's just a little bit too slow, too late. They don't get LWX, which is going to give them the most economy back
Yep.
And they do find Chris, which is great. You know, you stop the Mikhails early, you find it. But I felt like the play itself, just they didn't play it to the full potential. You didn't see Chelizi come in. You didn't see Abyssal Voyage being used. And in terms of results, it also didn't stop the siege. They still lost 2 towers during that.
But let's be positive about this one, Clement, because I know that it was at least something. It was something.
It was something. They did go in, and Tian had a great disengage here. They finally found that 1 kill. But if you look at the summoners, most crucially, LWX didn't expend anything.
Yep.
So that means there's almost not going to be a follow-up second engage. You almost need to go for broken that play and just make sure you shut down LWX.
Because now triple cloud on FPX, and the Caitlyn's going to be attacking and walking fast.
True.
You know what? I take that. There's going to be an Infernal coming up after this. Watch it. Ready?
Okay.
Kill it. I just need to see what the next drag is going to be. That arrow went completely wide.
Like, I'm not sure why they're doing some of these arrows. Like, the arrows when Caitlyn's underneath tower, like, it's not really going to do much for me.
Oh, no, Jay. Oh, good spot. Good guess. That'll keep him alive, because Doinb 2 levels ahead on this rise, and you know exactly what would have happened.
And we have to mention that you really have limited chances to go for these all-in engages. Every time you do, you're pulling multiple members from the side lanes. And just look at how far Doinb is ahead. He's already 2 levels ahead because he's being unopposed here. So,
and he's got a normal build.
Yeah, which is
where's
boring.
the righteous glory? Yeah, where's the righteous glory Doinb is another great pick from FPX. Chris does not seem to miss here with this Lux.
I will say Rod of Ages, this patch is great. Yep. So if you're sitting on a good early game, the efficiency is much higher this patch.
More health and mana this time, right?
Also costs less, so might as well take it.
That's right. About 100 gold, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Clement Chu.
I don't have the exact
Oh,
numbers.
come on. Doinb and Chris pairing as a unit in this top lane, though. Look at Vici. To defend the top lane turret, they need 3 people. It's just Doinb. The rest are still in the brush. They're still waiting it out. And if Vici back here, back timings are not going to favor them at all. It's only Jay in the end. They scatter it out. As we've talked about with many teams in the LPL, back timings have actually plagued so many. And it's good to see that for Vici, that won't be them at this point because LWX is here to siege.
This is a fine back. It was a unified back when their minion wave hadn't hit the tower.
Oh, here we go, though. Into a 1v2. GimGoon down to the bottom lane with Chelizi. Chelizi wants to find the trade-off kill, but Doinb's here. He's dead instantly. Now, GimGoon, Doinb together. They can shove this up, and Vici have no other lanes under control.
Yeah, they're too weak to take the 4v3 in the top side either, and these ace in the holes. Bye-bye, Jay.
Oh, that was quick. Not sure what to say about that, Clement, but that was just simply done.
You just shouldn't walk through that side.
Yes, very true. So FPX, I mean, there's 2 people dead. 30 seconds, 20 seconds. At this point, double inhibitor, I think, or triple, considering Gangplank's in the mid lane, and Ike's parlay, brother. While
there we go, WX.
Just wants to end the game. The Caitlyn walks past the inhibitor turret, and Ike's almost dies to a snipe from Chris. Clement, the death timers are so scattered, I don't know what's going to come next.
That's my boy. I think he used his ultimate and then just flash forward to kill Puff. It's a great move,
Sounds right.
That's the LWX I know. I wish he would start doing this earlier. Little bit disappointed that Vici haven't given me a full engage. You have 5 people on the map. You have to try to stop something.
It was such a good pick before. That was 1 auto attack onto Ike's. Look at this. Yeah, you're going to have to exhaust him. That'll help. He still did a truckload of damage.
Why would you try to walk back and exhaust him?
We can do it now.
You got to try, I guess.
You know what this tells me, though, Clement? Ow.
What?
You know what this game tells me? Is that FPX, this is first versus 16th.
It is.
And the difference in the LPL is astonishing. Like, the first place team are miles ahead of Vici Gaming. And that's just the way things are right now in summer.
I would say that most teams in the LPL are miles ahead of Vici, but that the rest of the crowd isn't that, there isn't that much of a separation between the rest of the crowd. So don't take this as a indicator of how the bottom, 14th, 15th place teams look in the LPL.
That's very true. You know, just especially since for Vici Gaming, even taking it to a game 3 doesn't seem to be in the works anymore. Earlier in the split it was a lot better, and now shut out over this Baron. Ike's trying to walk towards it. The Enchanted Crusader, this is finally the fight around Baron. That's a 2-man ulti, but Jay just gets disintegrated again. The ult comes through. 2 members already dead. Doinb having the time of his life. Destroys Puff 2. LWX flashed over the wall, and Chelizi's like, give me this Caitlyn. I have to kill her. Finally dies, but Doinb flashes over anyway, and that's just going to be the game with teleports going in. Southwind has to watch his base burn.
And Vici, just too thick of a wall for Ikes to flash over. The game's going to end right here. No anti-siege plays being made, and FBX take it so smoothly.
We could have called this one in 5 minutes, Clement. It was very fair to say that those 2 kills to LWX ended the game quickly. The flash kick from Tian, not going to cement the lead, but I tell you what will, FBX absolutely stomping Vici 2-0.
The key MVP for me has to be Crisp in this game. Their mid-jungle actually had a deficit versus the likes of Syndra and Xin Zhao, but Crisp